presented to Obaseki within the next 7 days as required by law. Another State Governor Godwin Obaseki says together with his deputy Comrade Philip Shaibu, he remains committed more than ever before to make Edo State great again with his re-election for a second tenure. Governor Obaseki was speaking shortly after the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) declared him winner of the September 19th governorship election in the state. He said his victory was a testament to Edo people's wish and he is ready to obey their wish. Chinedu Ekeja has more.
That was the feel of the atmosphere shortly after the official declaration of the results by the Independent National Electoral Commission. The visibly excited governor was full of hope and has reassuring words for the people of Edo State. But he first expressed his gratitude to all those who made the victory a dream come true for him and his deputy.
Thank you, President Muhammadu Buhari, for defending our democracy and allowing the Independent Electoral Commission (INEC) and the security services to perform their constitutional functions without interference. Words fill me in saluting the timid supporters who displayed courage in the face of threats, intimidation, and brutalization. The collective will of Edo people made it possible for us to triumph over the Federalism. We thank you all. I am eternally grateful to my party, the People's Democratic Party, PDP.
He pledged to remain committed in his second coming with his deputy, Comrade Philip Shaibu.
Our success has reinforced my belief that there's nothing we cannot achieve as a people if we pull forces together and collectively call on God for support. In conclusion, I reiterate to all of you today that working with my deputy, the Right Honorable Philip Shaibu, we are committed to make Edo great again. Thank you.
Rivers State Governor and Chairman, the People's Democratic Party Governorship Election Campaign Council in Edo State, Governor Nyesom Wike, described the election as a victory for Edo people.
Let me first of all thank all the entire people of Edo State for the support they have given to us since the campaign and during the election and after the election yesterday till today. To God be the glory, all their efforts are not in vain. Our governor has been declared as the winner that has nothing but God for them again in Edo politics. Edo people have spoken and Edo concerning we cannot tie our faith in one man's hand.
Delta State Governor Ifeanyi Okowa, Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde, former Deputy Governor of Edo State, Chief Mike Ogiadome, former Kogi State Senator Dino Melaye were among many dignitaries on ground to celebrate with the governor. Chinedu Ekeja, KUFM News.
And reaction has continued to thrill the victory of Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki of the People's Democratic Party at the Edo gubernatorial election after he defeated a candidate of the All Progressives Congress APC, Pastor Sage Izayamu. The election was closely monitored by both local and international observers to ensure that no stage of the process was compromised. KUFM's correspondent Labadum Asagwaram was at the event of the results collation and now reports.
The collation of the Saturday, September 19th Edo governorship election began in the early hours of Sunday morning at INEC's office in Benin City. INEC returning officer for the poll, Professor Apofure Rem Ruke, declared the governor as the winner, having scored the highest number of required votes. However, before the announcement, the agent of the All Progressive Congress APC at INEC State Collation Center, Mr. Charity Amanayabo, refused to sign the final results sheet as produced by the commission.
I would not want to see myself giving credence to a process which for me has been flawed with a lot of inadequacies and drama, so it would be unfair on my part to put my signature in such a process.
But while the APC was protesting, a director of Governor Godwin Obaseki's campaign and member representing Oredo Federal Constituency, Honorable Gbede Yama, was thanking INEC and the security agency for a job well done.
And because the results were uploaded and everyone could access the results, there's peace and there's happiness.
Other election observer commended INEC for the use of its new technology, which involves uploading of results through the use of ZPad, which eliminates the clumsiness of the collation centers.
My name is Dr. Yunus Etanko. I am the spokesperson of the National Consultative Front, NCF. One of the major interests that I had that are showcased to me is the level of commitment of the Edo people. Despite the fact that people have been chanting that there's going to be violence and people may be killed and all, they still come out and vote for the candidate of their choice. Then secondly, INEC did something that is very, very different. One, with regard to the Z-Pad that they introduced, the Z-Pad eliminated that particular issue of collation center.
They also commended the enthusiasm of Edo people for coming out en masse while calling on INEC to protect voters in future elections.
Because the electorate are the key factor of our election. It rains, remember, and during period of raining, you just disperse electorate. You need to protect them. So in moving forward, we need to have halls where people can be able to vote so that we can protect them, so that they can be comfortable in the process of our electioneering.
For Labour leader Comrade Issa Aremu, the people of the state should be commended on their level of participation.
I'm impressed with the women participation, the youths, even the elites that do normally come out. They came in good number, and I was highly impressed with the old people. Especially, pensioners who came out, 70s, in their 80s to come and vote, because they've shown, they've already seen the link between democracy and their survival.
Issa Aremu, who served as the vice president of the Nigerian Labour Congress during the tenure of Adams Oshiomhole, believes that the former Edo governor will take the loss of his party in good faith.
Democracy is not about persons, it's not about individuals, and I think Comrade Adams Oshiomhole is well known for one man, one vote. I have no doubt he will respect the outcome of this election. Don't forget that he also made a broadcast that whoever emerges out of this process, that's what democracy says, and I think he has to live up to his word this time around.
As news of the result came out, some residents in Benin City, the Edo state capital, Sunday took to the street to celebrate the re-election of the current governor of the state. The supporters who were at Ramat Park amidst the tight security near INEC's office at Aduwawa, say the governor re-election will bring more development in the state.
This joy is not, we didn't vote for PDP, we voted for Obaseki. We voted for the lack of Obaseki because of what he has done, and he will continue to do more.
We are so happy because Obaseki is our own person. He's a man of integrity. He's a man who said and stand by his word.
Give us a good job. The more he's working, the more people be on his back and support him, being a good supportive of his own governance.
Governor Obaseki's victory comes on the back of a tense and heated electioneering process that saw him dump the APC after being disqualified from the primaries. It was a dramatic process that saw Obaseki run a governorship race against Issa Yamu for a second time in 4 years. Both men faced each other in 2016, albeit with Obaseki flying the flag of the APC and Issa Yamu flying that of the PDP. Leredum Asagwaram, QFM News.
And wild jubilation erupted in some parts of Benin City following the declaration of Governor Godwin Obaseki winner of the September 19th governorship election in Edo State. Supporters, friends and lovers of the governor organized themselves in different groups, some in motor cards and others with sound systems to celebrate the victory. When KUFM interacted with them, some of them said their excitement was based on the assurance of continuity in development programs by the governor.
I'm very excited because the working governor come back again. They were not able to buy our vote, we were able to bring him back because there were tensions everywhere. We Edo people, we love good things and we want Edo to become small London.
For the first time, we know that the people matters a lot. It's not what people in one place will decide for us. We have a say in government. The governor of Edo State fought for us and we showed him that we are very appreciative through our vote.
God has brought injustice down and justice prevailed. That is just my happiness. Thank you, Jesus.
I'm so happy. Obaseki was in APC. He had to come to PDP with the love people had, and we showed him because he has been working. He did Ogbe Stadium. He's doing a refinery. He's doing Gele support. No governor is better than Obaseki. Never, even in this whole Nigeria.
For others, the victory restored hope against the influence of political godfathers in the state's politics and stabilized the rotational power arrangement among the 3 senatorial districts of the state.
I'm I'm overwhelmed with joy. As you can see, you already see what is happening here. This is the dawn of a new era. Now, with what just happened, the governor just set a precedent, which means that our votes do count. And that is what we saw. We saw a very free, fair, and credible election.
Yeah, politics is all about interest. We, the Asian people, while we support Mr. Godwin Obaseki, he has said this time with another that it says and turn. So go 2024, the Asian Nigeria will play out. So we are happy today that Mr. Godwin Obaseki that will lead the Asian people to 2024 to get the governor a major winner today.
Sometimes I feel that people look at big name in politics. These days, former or big names does not win politics anymore. You know, you look at the people behind them. When people tell me then that we will not win the one, they laugh because I know that everybody who win election will want our one side. Because these big that you mentioned, they don't come home.
Along some major streets, beer parlors and markets, supporters were seen celebrating till Sunday night. And the governorship candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Pastor Sage Izeamu, has appreciated his supporters who he believes had to endure many evils, including being prevented from voting, for their support and determination during the election. Izeamu said this on his Twitter handle on Sunday night and noted that he is studying the results along with other party members and will announce his next move soon. And former Deputy Governor of Edo State and former Chief of Staff to the President of Nigeria, Chief Mike Ogiadome, Commander of the Federal Republic, has congratulated Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki on his victory at Saturday's election. Chief Ogiadome describes the polls as not only free and fair, but also the most credible election Edo State has witnessed in recent years. He commended Governor Obaseki for his resilience, determination, and confidence in the nation's democratic process. Ogiadome, who was Deputy Governor of Edo State from 1999 to 2007, said the re-election of Governor Obaseki is a product of his uncommon performance in his first term and commitment to the needs and aspirations of Edo people. He expressed confidence in the governor's ability to surpass his performance during his second term and make Edo State the preferred destination for local and international investors.
I'm so excited. We saw the vision that there must be continuity in Edo State for the betterment of Edo people, because he's a governor who is performing, a governor who has shown that his sole agenda is development of the state, and we couldn't but support him to the fullest. So I am very, very, very happy. You see, Edo State is at the point of a reset in state governance in this country. Things are being done very properly in Edo State at the moment. The Edo State government is doing proper planning, proper execution, proper use of funds. It's a disciplined administration, and these are the things we lack presently in our country. So we will once again set the pace the same way that Ogbomudia in his time did set the pace in Nigeria, that all other military governors were coming to take a cue from Edo State. That is where we are. We are happy. Another 4 years of Obaseki will certainly take us to greater heights.
The former deputy governor commended the people of Edo State for turning out in large numbers and voting for a man who has carved a niche for himself in good governance and for believing in the People's Democratic Party. While commending President Muhammadu Buhari for creating an enabling environment for a peaceful, free and fair election, Chief Ogiadome thanked the security agencies, the traditional institutions led by His Royal Majesty, the Emperor of Benin, Oba Ewuaye II, the National Peace Committee and all stakeholders for their roles in having a violence-free election. He prayed for God's abiding grace and wisdom for the governor and his deputy, Comrade Philip Schreiber. And President Muhammadu Buhari has congratulated Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki on his re-election. He also hailed the Independent National Electoral Commission for the smooth process that led to the emergence of Obaseki. The president's spokesperson, Garba Shehu, in a statement on Sunday, said Buhari commended the people of Edo State, the political parties, candidates and security agencies for conducting themselves responsibly. The president urged the returning governor to show grace and humility. He said his commitment to free and fair elections is firm, because without free and fair elections, the foundation of Nigeria's political and moral authority will be weak. And the Joint Health Sector Unions has suspended its 7-day warning strike and directed its members nationwide to resume on Monday. By the directive, all health workers under the 5 unions that made up the JOHESU and Assembly of Healthcare Professional Associations are expected to return to work across all federal health institutions in Nigeria. The health workers had embarked on the warning strike on September 14th following the failure of the government to meet their demands. This include an upward review of COVID-19 special inducement and hazard allowances, the payment of all withheld salaries, and adjustments of consolidated medical salary structure since 2014, amongst others. The union subsequently met with the federal government on September 11, but no concrete agreement was reached. But in a statement on Sunday by JOHESU National Chairman Biobemo Loye Josiah, the union said its expanded National Executive Council would decide the next line of action in due course. The union accused the federal government of failing to address its demands, noting that the Federal Ministry of Health had continued to exhibit a high level of bias by refusing to address the demands presented during the warning strike, as was done by other bodies in the health sector. He said JOHESU would continue to use all legitimate means to defend the rights of its members in the health sector. The union admonished its members to wait for further directives while thanking them for their commitment, cooperation, and resilience during the warning strike. And coming up in a moment in entertainment news, Big Brother evicts Trikiti and Ozo from the house few days to finale. This and more on entertainment news. It's news break on KU 92.7 FM Benin City. For some entertainment stories, Trikiti and Ozo have been evicted from Big Brother's house just days to the season's finale. The now ex-housemates' evictions follows Monday's evening strategic nomination style that spotted a new twist. Big Brother had split the housemates in groups and instructed them to deliberate on nominations. Ozo's eviction was arguably the most dramatic, as once again the season's lover boy professed his love to Nengi, which went unanswered as has been through the week. And Disney actress Zendaya has made history by becoming the youngest actress to bag an Academy Award. The 24-year-old beats out acclaimed actresses like Jennifer Aniston and Laura Linney, becoming the youngest to win Best Lead Actress in a drama. The actress said she was inspired by others who were working to make a difference in the world. And that's it from entertainment. And in sports, Anthony Davis scores 3-point buzzer beater in LA Lakers win over Denver Nuggets. Egosa Agbeka has more on our sports decks.
Good morning. LA Lakers forward Anthony Davis landed a 3-point pointer on the buzzer to give his side a trailing 105 to 103 point win and a 2-0 Western Conference Final Series lead over the Denver Nuggets on Sunday. Davis channeled the inner spirit of former Lakers star Kobe Bryant, whose 7 regular season buzzer beaters are tied for the most ever. The Nuggets trailed by as many as 16 points before Nikola Jokic took control by scoring 11 straight Denver points, including a basket that put his side up 103 to 102 points with 20 seconds left. In a frantic finish, Alex Caruso missed a 3-pointer before a shot from Green was blocked out of bounds with 2.1 seconds left. The players were wearing special Mamba Black tribute jerseys following Bryant's tragic death in a helicopter crash in January, but his memory appeared to inspire his former side to a dramatic victory. Davis scored 31 points, LeBron James had 26 points and 11 rebounds, while Danny Green contributed 11 points. Jokic had 30 points and 9 assists for the Nuggets, while Jamal Murray scored 25 points. And now to football, where Senegal forward Sadio Mane scored a brace as Liverpool delivered a powerful statement of intent about their desire to retain the Premier League title with a comfortable 2-0 win over Chelsea at Stamford Bridge on Sunday. The Reds were already in complete control even before Chelsea defender Andres Christensen was correctly shown a red card on the stroke of halftime. Referee Paul Tierney initially opted for a yellow card but reviewed Christensen's desperate challenge of Sadio Mane as he raced onto Jordan Henderson's pass. The Senegalese then punished the Blues with 2 straight goals after the break to confirm Liverpool's vast superiority, the second of which was the result of another error from goalkeeper Kepa Arrizabalaga. Chelsea's day of misery was complete when Jorginho saw his penalty saved by goalkeeper Alisson Becker after new signing Thiago Alcantara, who came on as a half-time substitute, brought down Timo Werner. Liverpool are 10th with 6 points from 2 matches, while Chelsea are 10th. In other results, Tottenham Hotspur trounced Southampton 5-2, with Heung-min Son scoring 4 goals from Harry Kane's 4 assists, while Brighton and Hove Albion defeated Newcastle United 3-0 at St James's Park. Leicester City beat Burnley 4-2 to go top of the table. And finally to tennis, where world number 1 Novak Djokovic booked his place in the final of the Italian Open with a straight sets victory over Kasper Ruud of Norway on Sunday. The Serbian who has won the clay court tournament 4 times claimed a 7-5, 6-3 victory over the Norwegian who is ranked 34 in the world. A maximum of 1,000 people were allowed in the stands for the first time this week to watch the action. Djokovic, who's age 33, will play 8 seeds with Strasbourg, who knocked out Rafael Nadal in the quarterfinals. The Argentine beat Canadian 12 seed Denis Shapovalov 6-4, 5-7, 7-6. The tournament is Djokovic's first since his US Open disqualification, and victory will be a record 36th Masters title. In the women's singles final, world number 2 Simona Halep will face Karolina Pliskova later today. And that's it for sports. I'm Rosa Agbeka. Back to you, Amoya.
And that's the news, but before we go, a quick recap of the headlines. Governor Obaseki appreciates Edo people for re-electing him. Chief Mike Ogiadome congratulates Governor Obaseki on re-election. Joe Jesus suspends warning strike. Do remember that the continued unity of Nigeria is a collective responsibility. Be sure to play your part. Coronavirus is real. Wash your hands regularly with soap under running water. Use your face mask while in public to stay safe. KUFM's news break was produced by Musakai Uwadiai. I am Omari Ogbaide saying thanks for listening. Good morning.